We've got a leaking water mains. So much water has been lost. We've got a job to do today. Turn the water off. But first, drop the kids at school, get a can of tomatoes, a bottle of milk. Ooh, get distracted picking some wildflowers. Put the wildflowers in water. Oh no, that's right, wait. We've got no water. I need to get this leak fixed. Anyway, here's a little bit of backstory. We've had a water leak here for the last 3 months. We had no idea. But we got a water bill showing thousands of dollars of water had been leaking, but we didn't know. We never checked the meter. And it was all underneath this concrete driveway. So it's not even like the plants went really lush and green. It was one afternoon when we came back and we could see water gushing out from around the concrete. It had obviously been leaking so much that it had built up pressure and now it was coming out the cracks. So we've turned off the water and got a plumber to come out, and he can hear a leak using a sonar. So we've cut a square of concrete out of the driveway, we've dug down about 1 metre, and we've repaired the little split that's in this piece of pipe. It's poly pipe. A couple of weeks later, when we think the leak's been fixed, we've checked the meter again and we've still got a leak. So we get the plumbers back with his sonar machine, and he has suggested, or he can hear a leak around this area. So he's marked it for us. It actually looks like possibly this has been leaking and patched once before. Today's job is to cut the concrete out. Oh, that's a bit wobbly. Today's job is to cut that concrete out, dig down, find the pipe, see if I can discover where it's leaking and patch it before we lose any more precious water and money. All right, let's do it. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a concrete patch done so badly. This concrete's got no steel in it, no reinforcing. So you saw when I put that crowbar looking thing through it, it just popped open. And it's not connected. The new patch, the new concrete that they poured at some stage when they did a repair, wasn't connected to the old concrete. So that's when you get that like trip hazard, you know, one piece of concrete sinks, the other one lifts. Sometimes it cracks and separates. You've really got to reinforce your new concrete patch to your old. If you want to see how to do it properly, there's a video card up on the top of your screen there. Click on that, have a look at how to do a concrete patch properly. All right, on with the dig. All right, I've dug down about 800 millimeters. It looks like they've done a repair to maybe some damaged water mains here, and to get to it they've cut through the stormwater pipe. What I'd like to do is cut some more of this old stormwater away. That's not an ideal job for your snips, cutting into dirt around bits of stone and stuff like that, but I'll give these a good clean afterwards. Okay, we're going to turn on the mains at the roadside now and see if it's an obvious place where it's leaking. There's a lot of water coming out from up in here.
Yeah, it is. It's trickling down there, isn't it?
So I think we've got a bit of digging ahead of us. Bit of digging? I found the leak and it was just out of reach from where I could get. So I've had to cut out a bit more concrete and dig a heap more dirt out. Look at this behind me. We've got down low enough. Have a look in here. This is the cause of the problem. There is a rock right there. And you can't really tell because we're looking above the pipe, but it actually comes up, bends over top of that rock and back down here. So I guess for the last 20-25 years, it's sort of been rubbing on this rock, because each time you turn the tap on and off, the hose actually moves just a little bit. So I guess 25 years of rubbing, and it's put a split or rubbed it through on the underside, and that's where the leak's coming from. So I'm going to do a 90-degree elbow from here to get it up away from the rock, come across, and then we'll be able to encase it all in sand. There'll be no sharp edges for it to rub against, and hopefully that's leak fixed. Don't get your finger in there. So a pair of pipe cutters ends up leaving you a really clean cut on your poly pipe. Probably a smarter move than trying to cut it with a hacksaw or a saw. You can do it, but I want to be assured that I'm getting a really clean cut, a good connection, no risk of leaking. So for the $15 or $20 that a pair of pipe cutters cost, it's worth it for me. Beautiful clean cut. Collar goes on first, goes on second, elbow goes on last. I've temporarily connected it, put the water back on to the house so everyone can flush the toilets. I think finishing that off is tomorrow's job. The water's turned off. I've drained the tap. I just discovered absolute guaranteed way of getting your neighbours to mow their lawns is get out a camera and plug in a microphone. Sure enough, he'll start up, and then some planes start flying overhead. So good. Makes life easy. Plus, I've got to show you my professional film crew that I've got here today. I like to refer to them as GoPro on a stick with a brick. Pretty good, hey? This all looks pretty dry in here. Looks good. Well, not dry, but you know, there's no puddles, it hasn't leaked overnight. So hopefully, with this professional camera setup, the GoPro on a stick with a brick, you can see how I will change this out, put another couple of elbows on here and take the pressure off this line. The pressure being, I've got it pulled over to the side quite a lot to try and line up. Hand tight is okay, you don't need to do it up with tools. You just have to make sure you're a couple of threads back. You can feed that in and tighten the nut up. When you're ready for bed that night and everyone's finished brushing teeth and flushing toilets and so on, go and take a photo of the water meter, and then no one use any water during the night. And then before people start using water again in the morning, go and take another photo of your water meter. And if those two numbers are the same, then you know your leak's fixed. Perfect. I've got to get this area here now ready for concrete. And it's a really particular way you need to join new concrete to old. I've done a good video on it. It's just here. Check it out and I'll see you there.